Hi everyone, today I'm going to be reviewing Scandal, Season 5, Episode 17. So we starting off with Abby and Fitz, and she's informing him that she has had his little lady reporter friend followed, and she has made several appointments to the OBGYN. He's confused, like, why are you having her follow? And she's like, why not have her follow? Like, you have been sleeping with this woman. She is not your wife. Aren't you a little bit concerned as to why she's been going to this OBGYN like 4 times? Like, I gotta stay ahead of things. We gotta be like 10 steps ahead of these people to make sure no scandal comes about. But she gets a call on the phone and she's like, oh my goodness, it is like worse than what we thought. So turns out reporter lady, I cannot remember her name, but we calling her reporter lady for right now. She hasn't been going to the OBGYN. She has been going to see Andrew. Andrew, the one who set up Liv's kidnapping, and so Fitz would like go to war with West Angola. That one, the one that hooked and like stuck a needle in his neck and caused him to appear that he had a stroke. Yeah, so he's not fully there yet. Like, he can talk a little bit. It's a little slurred, and he is in a wheelchair. And she gets there like, she doesn't know anything about what Huck did. This is a surprise to her. She's just like, yeah, one of your goons stuck a needle in my neck and made it look like I had a stroke. Like, she just thought it was a regular old stroke, just like everybody else. She didn't know Huck was going back and doing all that other stuff. So everybody that was involved and knew anything about Fitz having to go to war with West Angola to save Olivia, they all meet up in some like secret location trying to figure out, okay, what we gonna do next? Because now Andrew, he is verbal, he has been speaking with a reporter, and who was the one that caused his stroke? So while everybody's going on who did it, Cyrus is like, it's probably your tail, Olivia. That Elizabeth, that looked like something right up your alley. But Cyrus is sitting back there laughing like, I feel sorry for you all because I'm fine. This is when they find out that Cyrus not only has immunity before, during, and after anything that happened while he was working at White House. So anything that goes on, he is straight. He's not going to jail for anything. Everybody else, y'all in trouble. Well, Olivia, she can't really go to jail because she was the one that was kidnapped. Melly knew, Elizabeth knew, Fitz, he, did the whole thing of, okay, we're gonna go to war so we can, save save Olivia. So now it's like, okay, Cyrus, he's scot-free. What should we do? Elizabeth's like, kill him before. It's like, we can't just kill the man. We can't do that. It's just like, why not? Like, he was already close to death anyway. He's already making trouble for us. This is not good for any of our parties. So why don't we just kill the man and get it over with? She seems like she should be working with Huck. Or not even Huck right now, because Huck is on this woo side and I ain't trying to kill nobody except when he tried to kill that dude that thought he was after his family. But he needed to be with Quinn and Charlie, because Charlie and Quinn, they always up for a good kill. So maybe Elizabeth needs to be over there with them because she was too quick and too anxious to want to kill this man. So Olivia like is having this dream or where she's walking down the hall and everything's kind of like somewhat distorted, like in a hazy kind of feeling, and like she's sensing herself like running down the hall like when she was kidnapped. And she wakes up out of her dream and like goes straight to OPA and doggone chastise us Huck. She's like, Huck, I know it was you that doggone stuck that needle in Andrew's neck. I know you did it for me and you did it out of your love for me, but I'm telling you right now, do not, I repeat, do not finish off that job. What you and Quinn is going to do, y'all going to find out any kind of evidence that leads Andrew and Millie together so that doesn't get out, so that doesn't ruin Mellie's chance of becoming president. Meanwhile, we got Huck walking through the underground parking structure, and Elizabeth's coming up like, okay, here, Huck, here is the location of to where Andrew is at. All you gotta do is what you did last time, but just go a little bit further. He's like, you know what? That is not me anymore. I am not a killer anymore. I am on my woo side. I am not trying to do that. She's like, that is the last thing. You said that last time. Like, I'm not believing this. I'm gonna need you to go over there, kill this man real quick, and just get him out of our lives. Like, just like she's saying, I need you to go pick up this package from the post office for me. This is like how clear and simple she said these things. Like, you had no trouble doggone whipping my back with whatever whipping device you had, but you can't go kill this man who has secrets and he's the one to kidnap Olivia. She's trying to get into Huck's head, and like Huck is like he slowly like he did kidnap what was behind Olivia's kidnapping. Olivia's my girl. I'm trying to be all woosah. Olivia told me not to go and kill nobody. Well, kill him. What should I do? So Huck, he's in this dilemma like, man, I really want to kill this dude, but Olivia told me not to. So Vargas's brother has a bright idea. We're going to use you becoming a hero as your commercial. Like, we're going to use that. We're going to show you coming out after getting shot. We're going to, like, show all that footage. But Vargas, he's like, I'm not fin to capitalize on this tragedy. Like, people died that day. And then Vargas's brother noticed Tom standing off in the distance, looking very suspicious, if you ask me. I'm like, once you did the shooting, you should have got up out of there so there was no, like, trace of you there, but you sitting there almost looking like you're posing for the camera because you just standing there. Yes, she was off to the distance, but there's all kind of cameras around. You don't know what camera caught you, and this camera did. So Vargas is like, this man looks suspicious. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I was like, this is not gonna look too good for Cyrus, because you know Cyrus and Tom, you know, they good friends right now, or maybe more. So that's going to connect Cyrus to Tom and Tom to that shooting. And it's not looking too good for Cyrus about it now. So Melly decides, okay, if anybody got to go over there and try to convince Andrew to not go to the reporters, it's going to be me. The man kind of loved me. We were sleeping together once upon a time. Maybe I can get to him. So she goes there. Oh my goodness, Andrew, I am so happy that you were doing well. I know I haven't been around, but it's been so busy. We can be together, baby. She gets to like touching on his cheeks. He's like, oh, okay. Then he gonna proceed to like pull her hand down towards his pants, and she jumps back like, what you doing? And he's like, I know I disgust you. You know what? You disgust me too. So, yes, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put all this business out there about me, you, about Fitz, about Olivia. He didn't say this, but I'm paraphrasing. Fitz like, you know what, you old low down dirty dog. I hope you get everything you get. This is what I'm thinking that Melly is thinking. When she's like sitting here across of Andrew, this low down dirty dog, this dude that she thought she loved, who turned out to be like a very horrible person. So we have Andrew. He's sitting there drinking his, I don't know, scotch from the withdrawal. And he sees Huck, and now he's looking like, oh snap, I'm dead. He drops his glass, and I guess it's at this point it was like a fight or flight. So he showed enough, tried to doggone like maneuver his way over there to the telephone. Like it didn't take it didn't take Huck like 2 steps to get over there to you, knock the phone out your head, and like shove a needle in your neck. I was like, Huck, Olivia told you not to kill this man, but turns out he didn't. He just knocked him out. He wakes up and like the underground bunker of the White House or blowed some. That place that Olivia and Fitz and Melly met up that time to try to like cover things up, that place. It's like, okay, what you want? I know you want money. We know you broke. How much you want? He's like, I want $10 million, and I'm writing a book, and I want you to help me with my book. Now Olivia's like, I really don't want to help your low down dirty self. Her and the crew meet up like, okay, how we gonna bring this money together? Huck, he's like, I got $1 to put on it. Olivia's like, I can put, Elizabeth says she can put some on it. Miller's like, I ain't got no money. Fitz like, that's a lie. I gave you $5 million in our divorce settlement. She's like, I work for that money. Well, you still got it whether you work for it or not, living with Fitz and having to basically run the country when Olivia and Cyrus wouldn't run it. Yeah, you earned that money, Millie. Yeah, so they was like, okay, we're going to get this money together so we can get this man out of our lives. So Olivia goes over there to see Daddy Pup because she needs some help. So that old low down dirty dog Andrew, the one that kidnapped me, he's back and causing all kind of hell. So I don't know what I can do. I need to like find out how and what that reporter lady's up to. So Daddy Pup was like, yeah, we got that. Like Jake worked for the the NSA. Like that ain't nothing for us to get things done. But if that don't work, you're gonna have to kill the man. But Olivia's just like, you know what? I am not you. Like the solution to problems is not just killing somebody. And Daddy Pup was like, Like offended, like, Jake, you hear this girl over here talking about something, that's not the way her world works, like she ain't a part of this family. Like, girl, boo, you part of this family. And Jake's looking like, yeah, Olivia, you are. You may not be as treacherous as us, but you are treacherous. So we got a reporter lady, Jake then like bugged her office or wherever she was at, and they hear that, hey, she's going to go through the story tomorrow. So now Olivia's like, okay, we really got to get this money to Andrew. So there's like, okay, Andrew, go ahead and call her and tell her that, hey, you just like, you ain't telling the story. But he's like, okay, I want my money first. So she's like, all right, go ahead and put the transfer through. So Huck puts the transfer through, and he was like, you know what? I want $20 million. I want warm apple pie. I want a pony. Not for riding, but for you two to scoop up his, his boo-boo. This is what I want. I know that transfer was fake. I know you didn't put it through. But you know what? I'm all about revenge and just love seeing you like the way you are right now. And this is when Olivia, she is like slowly about to like flip her wig. Because she's like, as he's talking, she is slowly remembering her kidnapping, being in the bathroom. Her hair looking like it was a fresh, like she just got a fresh perm, to looking like she was having a wash and go. And it had dried up. She is going through this thing, remembering that, remember running down the hall, all what she went through. And I was like, Olivia, she is going to lose it before this episode is over. Y'all, we seen a change in the friendship between Abby and Olivia. Because Abby's like, I don't know what I'm going to do after like Fitz is out of the office. I'm going to be like teaching law in some town in Indiana. Like, that's not me. Like, I've been running this place and like, this is a good job. But Olivia's like, you know what, Abby? You're a good person. You know what you're doing, and you can come and, come back and work for me. And this is when all of Abby's face just like turned like, oh. So she leaves, goes to her office. This is when word got out that, hey, we see Abby go to see Andrew. And then we hear on the news that, ooh, breaking news, Millie had an affair. So Olivia goes to like Abby, like, oh my goodness, what we gonna do? We need to get this together. And she noticed, and Abby's just sitting there looking. She's like, oh, so it was you. And Abby, this is Abby. She is in her own. She is feeling herself. She knows Olivia is her friend, but she's like, this is my time to shine. Look here, Olivia. I run this Oval Office. I run this White House. It is me. I'm not finna go back there and work for you. For what? And if you talking about we taking bullets for the president, he is still the president. So it was my job, mine, to make sure that he doesn't get any scrapes and wounds. So look here, boo-boo. I'm going to need you to drop your badge off at the guards gate. And you will only be able to come in when I say so. I was like, Abby, you better do it. Olivia's sitting there looking like, oh, we're playing this game. Okay, I got you. So Olivia then went over Abby's head, and she said, Jake, I need you to get me inside that White House. So she goes down there to see Andrew. I'm like, are they feeding this man? Because he has been down there, like, if they, like, helping him out in any way, stretching his legs. I know the man in a wheelchair, and he can't do all that stuff because he's not all the way, physically fit yet. But, like, they still just got him down there just in the room like he on timeout or something. But anyways, she goes down there to talk to Andrew. And he is being so smug. It's almost like he wanted Olivia to hurt him. And after saying some smug stuff about her being kidnapped and how he could sell her on the black market now, but only now that she's not the president's mistress, that she'll only be sold for like $500, like she is the slut of the world. This is when Olivia flipped her wig. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to happen to this extreme. She's steady as he's talking and like calling her all kind of sluts and talking about me kidnapping her and selling her again. She is steady. Remember that kidnapping, and she takes this chair and commences beating his tail. She beat him to death and beyond. if that's possible. But she got the beating him. He's like laid out. Man can't really defend himself because, like I said, he's kind of still not all the way there with like movements and all that stuff. So basically, she beat a helpless man, if you ask me. So she gets to beating him left and right, blood everywhere. Abby comes in. And she sees all this, and Olivia looks her dad in the face and said, "You're going to have to make a statement saying that whatever his title was, Andrew has died. He has succumbed to his injuries. And remember, don't cross me." And walks out. Next time we see Olivia, she is getting dropped off over at Daddy Pope's house, because I guess, like, she's like finally went over to the dark side. She didn't finally had her taste of killing somebody, like actually with her own hands, and not like having somebody else do it. Which I don't know if she's actually had like Huck or Quinn actually go out and kill somebody, but this is her first killing on her own. So Vargas' brother, which I really need to know these people's name, but we just gonna call him Vargas' brother. He goes to Cyrus's house. It's like, can I speak to Cyrus? Dude was like, "Oh yes, Cyrus, did I hear?" He's like, "Yeah, he's over at such and such hotel. Do you know this man right here? That is who he's at the hotel with. Why don't you let me in so we can talk?" So I was like, "Yeah, this is not looking good for Cyrus." But anyway, like him and his husband, like they're not really together, are they? Because didn't they just like get together because like it got out that Cyrus was hiring hookers, like prostitutes and stuff like that. So I don't know if they like come to love each other, or is it still like we married on paper. But yeah, Cyrus and Tom, they are together now. Like I was like, how did that happen? But anyway, that was the gist that went on. And I must say, this was a very good episode of Scandal. Scandal was like coming back to where it used to be, and I appreciate that. So that was the gist that went on. Oh yeah, Olivia is trying to like get Billy to like convert to being a Catholic, but like Millie's like, I'm divorced, and you want me to become a Catholic, and you really trying to do this? I don't know how well that's gonna work out, but we shall see. So that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.